Good evening, guys. So I've got one big question for you. Who is it that you take your advice from, and what credentials do they actually have to be giving you this advice? See, there's so many people here, there, and everywhere, your friends, your family, your next door neighbour, that want to give you advice about how for you to succeed or become fitter, leaner, more successful in your life, whatever. There's people around that want to bang around advice. There's people that try and give me advice. Now, listen, I'm open to advice. I'm open to feedback. I'm open to opinions if I ask for it. See, I have people trying to give me advice upon how to run a gym that have never even ran a gym. I have people trying to give me advice upon what to do, what equipment to have, what classes to run, yet they have zero experience in a gym. They have no fitness experience themselves, yet they don't even run their own business, and they're trying to give advice. In the same way, you'll probably have people in your life that are trying to give you advice that are probably out of shape. So, those friends, those families that are probably telling you that you go into the gym too much, you're obsessed, you're spending too much time there. I think you should cut. I think you shouldn't do as much. I always ask you to look at the person that's giving you the advice. Does this person look like the way you want to look? Do they have a good body? Do they have a good level of fitness? Because if they're giving advice about how much exercise you should and shouldn't do, surely they should be in the condition to give that advice. See, I'm just a massive believer in if you're going to take advice from someone, like I wouldn't give someone advice about running a marathon. I can sort of tell them a training program, but I can't tell them about the experience, the emotional and the mental side of things, because I've never run a marathon. So you're better off speaking to someone that's run a marathon. So if I was looking for advice about my gym, I wouldn't look to find someone who's got a gym that's worse than mine or not as successful. I'd look for someone above me and find out how they became more successful. So when you're taking advice, like I said, it's like kind of taking nutrition advice off a fat nutritionist. And yep, you can get offended by me saying fat, but fat, obese, overweight, it's all the same shit. So, or taking advice off a dentist who's got black teeth. It's hard to take advice off someone who isn't doing the shit that they're trying to advise you to do. So, like I said, this is just a message upon look around your friends, your family, everyone that's close to you. Who's the people that are trying to give you advice? Because like I said, as soon as someone starts a fitness journey, everyone wants to give advice about your nutrition, about the way you're eating, about how much time you're spending in the gym, about your fitness level, you're getting too thin, all this malarkey. But just have a look at the person that's giving you the advice. Do they have experience in fitness? Are they a personal trainer? Are they in good shape themselves? Do they eat healthy? Do you aspire to be like them? Because if you do, great, take on board their advice. Like if you go and see a person that's run a marathon, you want to run a marathon, listen to them. They've got the experience. But if you're listening to someone who's puffing on a fag, overweight, doesn't train, overeats, and they're telling you that you're spending too much time in the gym, you look too thin, you're obsessed with fitness, then usually it's a defense mechanism from them because you're doing what they want to do, but they haven't quite grown the balls to do it yet. And like I said, if I really, really wanted to do something like lose weight or get fitter, and I hadn't quite started my journey, yet I had a friend who was who is getting involved in fitness, doing new things, always talking about it because they're excited about these body changes, making new friends, doing new events, then I would be a little bit defensive as well. So like I said, just be wary about who you're taking advice from, because there's so many people out there that are giving out bad, negative advice. Okay? If you want advice about losing weight, speak to people that have lost weight. You don't have to speak to a personal trainer. As long as what they've done is safe and effective, speak to them and find out what works for you. Speak to people that are going to encourage you and push you and move you forward, not people who want to drag you back down to their level and not make you do anything. Okay? So the key of tonight, guys, like I said, is advice. There's so many people that want to give it. Just be very, very wary about who it is and who you're going to accept advice from.